Hello everyone, welcome once again to Investing with a Difference. So today we are going to cover one of the most important update for investors for EOS, and that is REX. So as you know, EOS Authority has been working very hard ever since Dan Larimer proposed it and the first version was released in December. They have been providing us updates, testing it, working on all these Ricardian contracts and the code changes. So we have been working very closely with them, trying to understand the best about EOS REX. And while I think everybody understands that it is going to be a great tool for passive income for EOS token holder, you need to understand some very basics. So today we are going to keep it simple and highlight how to be safe and how to take maximum advantage of REX. Remember, REX is not live yet, so you have to wait for last proposal, that is the final approval. There is a project status step number 3, which is right now waiting for block producer approval, and then it will go live. Now what it means for you is you can actually earn the REX reward. The important thing is you never lose your EOS in REX, because REX value can only go up. That is very important to understand. So that is very good thing. Second thing is, unlike the Chintai, which was another great platform which till now before Rex came out was allowing us to lease out our tokens and earn rewards, you are going to have complete control of your tokens. You never transfer your tokens out, or even you do not have to unstake your tokens to lease out. So I'm going to explain this part. This is very important because of the other factor, which is instant liquidity. So it has a 4 days of lock-in period. So a lot of people are confused with the lending, which is 30-day lending for dApps. But for you as a token holder, it's only a 4-day lock-in if you buy REX. It's very similar to 3 day staking period. But the difference is, as soon as this 4-day period is over, your tokens are liquid. So even though it is a great feature, it's also a risk if you are a long-term investor who doesn't want your tokens to be moved out if you lose your active keys. So this is one part I want to highlight. There's a great feature in REX, which is the saving. So this is something which I had discussed with EOS Authority when they originally got the first version, and Block 1 did not have this feature. So we reviewed it, we gave this feedback, and I think EOS Authority has been working very actively with Block 1 on this, and they helped us get this savings feature implemented. So this saving feature is important because that will give you this lock-in just like staking. So this is the answer they have given in their FAQs. Can I lock away my EOS tokens? And this was added later on and in the second release. So what you can do now is, just like staking tokens, your REX tokens can be moved into savings account. Now the savings account is very important because that means that now you can decide when your tokens are liquid and they are not automatically become liquid. So this is important for long-term holders because this keeps your tokens safe, just like staking the tokens keep you safe. So right now there are two things I want to highlight to you. Don't be in a hurry. There is nothing in REX which will give you immediate rewards for joining early. It's not like EOS RAM. REX is a slow accumulation of rewards into your account. You can never lose money because when you buy tokens, it only increases in value. And secondly, you keep control of your tokens. Your rewards are accumulating. Your vote still counts as your vote, and you are able to keep those EOS, and you can liquidate them as soon as the REX matures. That is after 4 days of buying, and you can keep them safe using the feature of moving them into savings. So these are the 4 things you need to really understand. Now I will have a review of some of the interfaces. So EOSREX.io, this came out very early on as one of the first platform. They did a very good interface. I have been trying to use this. Unfortunately, even though it has the very best interface to show you all the details, it has some very complex scenario, especially when you're moving funds from liquid funds. For example, EOS in your fund. Right now, this is my Jungle Testnet account. So remember, EOS REX is not live yet. So I have chosen Jungle Testnet account instead of mainnet, and you can actually experiment. So if I try to buy REX, it gives me an error that I don't have any EOS, even though I have 125 EOS, and out of that 125, I have actually 10 EOS which are liquid, and I'm not able to buy. So what they need me to do is to manage my REX funds, and I have to go to the manage funds and go to fund, and I have to add how much EOS goes into the liquid funds. This problem is not there if you are trying to use staked EOS, because for this, if I say buy REX, I can just buy and it will automatically open up my scatter, and this is how simple it will be to buy REX. So this is your account, you will log into interfaces. By the way, I'm not sure about your REX team. I have not interacted with them personally. I'm just reviewing their because a lot of people are already looking at this, so it was as simple as this. Now I trust some of the other interfaces a little more because I know them, I have been interacting with them. EOS Titan is one of them, and you have blocks.io, which is a pretty good block explorer, and they have integrated this lend unlend EOS using REX. So I've been trying this out, and you have a very similar interface. They have tried to remove this friction which EOS REX has about moving your funds to the REX fund first and then buying. What they have done is they allow you to lend liquid EOS directly. For example, I can say one EOS here also, and I say lend EOS to REX, and it takes care of combining these transactions together, and it allows me to send this, and it is successful. And now my REX is bought. So it says success here. Similarly, if I go to EOS Titan, they say buy REX. Let me refresh my account just so that it shows the right liquid balances. So first of all, of course, you need to log in using Scatter. It says connecting to Scatter. So I'm just going to show you step-by-step process of how it works. So by the way, one more thing which I'm seeing is that every portal has created their own proxy. I can understand that because most of these people have worked on this tool and they want you to assign that. So one thing which everybody has to do and remember is before participating in REX, you need to vote or assign a proxy and vote for at least 21 block producers. So if you are working with us on IWAD, that is investing with a difference, our account name is investing WAD. So you can first go to this vote tab and you can vote for block producers and or the proxies. So you can go to the proxies and you can vote. So this is jungle testnet, so we are not listed on jungle, but on mainnet you can always vote for us. Now going back to the REX, I just wanted to make sure that you are all aware of how this works. All right, so this is our review of REX. Let me remind you, there is no hurry. It is still being approved. You can move your tokens. So one more thing, you keep control of your tokens. Do not unstake them. So in Chintai, you have to unstake, transfer the tokens to their account. In REX, you do not have to unstake your tokens. The good news is that most of these tools and the REX features allow you to lend staked. That means you can directly move your stake tokens to REX, and you can immediately go and let me log in again on the blocks.io jungle because it logged me out. So just like here, you can see that you can lend directly from staked EOS, and right now these guys only allow all of the tokens which are staked. Let me go to EOS Titan, which allows me to manage, and I can buy REX. And this is a great tool because you can choose how many liquid tokens you want to move, how many CPU staked you want to move, and how many net. Of course, you can choose max. What that means it will leave you 0 tokens in CPU and net, which is not a great idea. So don't use max. You do not want to run out of CPU and net bandwidth on the main net. You do want some CPU remaining. So be careful on this part because I think you already are aware of what you need on CPU and net, because once you move to REX, the only thing is you lose the bandwidth for that because you're actually lending your bandwidth. So that is one feature I would like to highlight. But overall, I think this is some great tools coming up. Most importantly, I'm waiting for EOS Authority tool. As I told you, EOS Authority is the expert. They have done all the coding, all the updates to mainnet. I've been talking to them to learn about REX since the day the first code arrived. I'm waiting for their portal, and the good news is that what I discussed with them, that they will allow more proxies to be chosen as compared to what you're seeing with the predefined proxy in many of these tools. Blocks.io also allows you to vote for any of these. So I recommend blocks.io. I recommend EOS Titan for once you have already voted. I recommend EOS Titan to look through a very nice interaction on how to choose how many tokens to move from one or other. EOS REX is good, but I think there are two reasons. I don't know exactly the team. The second part is it's a little bit complex and confusing because you need to first move the funds to and you have to manage your funds, which is a little more complex than what other tools are providing. And as I said, I trust EOS Authority. They have been creating one of the best tools, and I will wait for their tool to be released. They have promised that before it goes live on mainnet in next couple of days, you will see that this tool will arrive. So summarizing, be safe. Do not go with the random tools who are promising REX returns. Do not believe anybody who says hurry up and transfer to REX. Be very careful. Do not unstake your tokens. Be safe out there and do participate in REX because this is going to be a good reward for long-term token holders. All you need to do is vote. You can always assign proxy to us. Get to our Telegram channel if you need any help in that. We are helping everybody who needs help, and most importantly, participate in REX when it is live and learn about it. The only thing you need to focus on right now is what you want to do with those tokens for long term. If you plan to use the bandwidth of the network, you definitely want to keep your EOS tokens in your staked account. But if you're not using that and you're just investing in EOS, you can always make more EOS by lending it out to REX and making this system cheaper for dApps to develop and more people to come and use EOS ecosystem. So thank you once again for joining. We will be back once the REX goes live and we will show you how to really do it on mainnet. But till then, I hope that you understand that what are the critical part of REX and how will it impact you. Thank you. Bye bye.